Hey adventurers! Crikey Canyon has long been on my list of canyons I've wanted to descend. We'd planned a couple of days and an overnight camp near the Bungleboori, so this was my chance to tick it off the list.
Yeah.
First, we had to find the canyon before we could descend it. Crikey is an off-track canyon with no established track in or out, and we had to find our way in there through the scrub. We had to glean information from trip reports online and examine maps and aerial photos. There are no track notes here. But with a group mostly made up of search and rescue volunteers, hopefully navigation wouldn't be a problem. In online forums, when users asked for people's favourite canyons, usually Clostrel, Rocky Creek and Crikey topped the list. I'd done the others countless times, so it was high time I made the effort to get into Crikey.
We've now crossed the Bungleboori and have headed off track to try and find the entrance to Crikey. No one in our party's been there before, so it's a bit of fun navigating and trying to find our way through the passes, so hopefully we get there without too much hassle. Up, the one up higher, up there, yep.
Bushfires last year meant that going was pretty easy. We didn't know exactly where to drop into the canyon, so we erred on entering above the constriction. It wasn't long until we found the canyon and started to look for a way in. Crikey has a reputation. Rumour has it that when Tony Norman peered down into a dark slot in the Bungleboori wilderness, he was stunned at what he saw and he uttered, "Crikey, Mother of God."
We have made our way into Crikey, doing a bit of a creek walk. It's already pretty nice, so we might be up for a swim. Might be wetsuit time.
No, not quite yet. The abseils come in quick succession, and after the first one, we found ourselves dropping down deep into the canyon. There aren't a lot of good photos or videos online of Crikey, and it's easy to see why once we're here. It's dark down here, really dark, even for a canyon. A number of the drops have quite difficult starts, with low anchors that you need to climb down to. This one in particular got pretty hectic. The overhanging chockstone and low anchor combined to make it quite the challenge to manage safely. We were locking off and using our personal anchors to keep safe as we climbed down to the start, and the bottom belay really helped.
Got you. Alright. You alright? You alright, right? Alright. You alright?
Yep.
You move? Yeah.
Right, that is it.
Okay, so there's a rock ledge underneath this one in about 50 centimetres.
Coming with such a high recommendation, I wasn't sure what to expect. Part of me expected the lush greens and prehistoric feel of Clostrel or Rocky. But Crikey's different. It's dark, black in places. There's very little greenery in the tight constrictions. But it does have its own beauty. One reason I canyon is to gain a sense of awe and perspective. Crikey certainly made me feel small. I couldn't help but wonder as I gazed upwards and back in time.
we've done most of Crikey. Still a tiny little bit left until we hit the Bungleboori and our way out. Watching the time, hopefully we'll make it.
We headed back up the Bungleboori, picked up our overnight gear, and then headed back to the cars.
We made it. Was it 21 Ks?
What a big day.